Hi guys, how you doing? You got an appointment? Yeah, all good. Oh nice, help yourself to a drink, take a seat, shut the up. I've never been officially nicked. I've been put in the back of a car once or twice, but I do have a card that says I have Tourette's officially. I think I'm quite funny in general, but my Tourette's is unbelievable. The timing and the understanding.
How did you start that first video? What happened?
My missus said to me, Josh, you go to work every day cutting hair with Tourette's. She went, you might as well film it and see how we go. And it just did really, really well. I think we did it on Instagram at first and then went to TikTok and it's just kind of snowballed from there.
How we doing, you lovely, lovely people? Now this is the Men's Room podcast. And my name's Tom Skinner and I'm here with the absolute legend, former Liverpool player and England, Neil Razor Ruddock.
What's happening, mum, mate?
How are you?
I'm very good. I love being with you because you're very, very positive and influential to the people out there. I don't think you take enough credit on yourself because you are positive.
Thank you.
When I'm feeling bad, I put you on, it makes me smile.
That's all right.
That's what you got to do.
What,
First
a video or a picture of me?
You and Dino's and I'm not invited. The food you've got in front of me makes me smile. No, but you're really sort of positive person. It's a good thing you are.
Love that. Yeah, I'm not in real life.
No, I know you in real life. You're quite boring. Very, very boring. No, you're a good man. You're a very, very good man. And you get out your bed and you do stuff, don't you?
Try to.
That's what you got to do.
That's what we got.
Don't be lazy.
That's it.
Do things.
Get yourself
Make
up.
yourself busy.
As you can see today, we are not in our normal gaff. We are in H&Co Barbers with the legend. He's a legend.
He is a legend.
The Tourette's barber, Mr. Josh Hughes.
Yeah,
you lads.
Josh, what's
Nice
happening,
to
mate?
meet
You good?
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
Your own shop? Fuck you. I'm good, I'm good. Straight off the bat. Nice to meet
See,
you.
Kenny, it's not funny, but it's funny. It's so hard not to laugh, but do you rather people laugh when you tick?
Yeah,
When you
that's what
tick,
I'd
you
say.
rather people laugh and get...
I'd rather people laugh because they might as well acknowledge it. Kind of
Yeah.
act like it hasn't happened. But if you're in public and you have absolutely no idea who I am, you wouldn't find it that funny.
No.
If I'm sitting on a train with you and you got your back to me and I'm shouting "fuck you, bitch" or something, you're going to be thinking they don't go straight away to you must have Tourette's. So that's the hard thing.
It's amazing. When you said that word in your Tourette's voice, you got
Yeah.
Tourette's voice and the normal voice.
Did you just pick up on that
Yeah,
already?
picked
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It does.
So
There is
if
a
you haven't got
difference.
your missus, she knows him when you're having to go out
She
properly.
knows by eye contact because sometimes I look away. I don't mean to. I go a bit more
do you
blatant.
cheat sometimes and have a go?
Cheat on missus?
No, not cheating on him. No, cheat as in swear. Not cheating the missus.
No, I
cheat
think-
as in swear.
Over the years, I think I've, especially when I was younger and a bit more immature, I definitely used it to my advantage, but not massively. Just sometimes, like, oh yeah, I didn't mean to say that when there was a nasty person I knew, and I would call them a prick to their face. Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta
Josh,
use it.
I love your social media.
Thanks, mate.
Big on TikTok, big on Instagram. And mate, I've been following you for ages, right? And I absolutely love your videos because, look, you've got Tourette's, right? You have people in the shop and it just makes me smile watching them because it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I mean, little Harry's, is that name Harry?
Harry, yeah. I think the first video I ever posted was the come and take a seat pedo to a 6-year-old, and that was little Harry. And tell me another video on the internet you'll find where a full-grown man is calling a child a paedophile.
But this is what I've got to ask you something. So, say someone's in your chair and you don't like them, you can get away with calling them whatever you want and blaming it on Tourette's.
I can.
Have
but
you done that?
Honestly, no. I'm not really like that. And most of the people I have in my chair I like. It is hard when it is someone I don't like.
Yeah.
Or like someone who always late or whatever. You do get a little bit of that. But I'm quite fortunate that sometimes I don't twitch every single waking moment. Obviously today I'm meeting you guys, I'm a little bit more nervous, so I'm a bit twitchy. But my Tourette's kind of gets worse as the day goes on.
Okay.
So usually it's my proper regulars at the end of the day. Everyone knows me, everyone's all right. But yeah, I meet a lot of different people through the shop, and most of my customers know, obviously.
Have you had people just walk in and not know? And think,
Oh, we had to tell people almost instantly. Especially if I'm really twitching, it's like, because I often say like, hi guys, how you doing? You got an appointment? Yeah, all good. Oh nice, help yourself to a drink, take a seat, shut the fuck up. That's how we go. And I don't mean to say that, but that's become a thing now,
Yeah.
to shut the fuck up at the end and all that.
Yeah,
But I just ride with it. I'm really lucky that a lot of my customers are really, really understanding. Some I reckon have kind of gone away and thought, I don't know this for sure, but I reckon some people have thought, yeah, I might not go back there.
Yeah.
But
got your
they're so minimal. We've
your
got thousands of customers. We've been going 3.5 years now. Can't complain. I've got more staff. I'm looking at other shops now as well. So
Yeah. For
Yeah.
people that don't know, see, I didn't understand Tourette's, but you got it when you was 14 on a skiing trip with the school.
Yeah.
Felton, what happens?
I was on a ski trip with my school when I was about 14. Second to last day, had a very minor fall on the slopes, nothing bad. I
What do
got
you mean
straight
minor
back
fall?
up.
Just a little-
I mean, like literally toppled over.
Yeah.
And got back up, thought nothing of it. And then on the ski lift the next day, we were in like a pod with like 4 or 5 other kids. And I started like convulsing from my back, like sitting as I am now, and just like getting a lot of pain in my back and kind of couldn't stop moving. And I didn't know what was going on. I was quite panicked. And some of the other kids got really panicked and started screaming, which was scary. And I felt scared for them because I didn't know what was going on with me either. And we're literally mid-height, like on a ski lift. Got off the ski lift and my teachers there, they had no idea. Cut a long story short, we thought I had a trapped nerve or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't vocal straight away or anything, it was just physical. My arms started to go, my legs were going. Then we came back, this was in Italy. And then we had to get a 23-hour coach journey back, which was fine because I was so exhausted by this point, and had to be strapped to the back of the coach with like 5 seatbelts because they couldn't control my arms. Then got home, but you can just imagine, innit? Literally, I'm not joking. Like literally, like on the back seat, being strapped. Yeah, just because I think it was health and safety, like with the teachers.
I was worried about your back pulling. So you had no problems with your back after that? It was just...
No. I've had problems with my back because of playing rugby when I was a young age, but nothing. That was it. They reckon that
You'd have been in trouble with Tourette with rugby. You'd have got sent off. So
I definitely did.
In rugby,
but that's funny. I was good at that. I was all right with that. The discipline thing. Yes sir, no sir. Very good, sir. Yeah, I was all right with that. I still played.
So you completely changed the kid. You was a lovely kid, non-swearing kid.
No, we weren't a swearing family either.
No.
And that's something that really I think gets misconstrued with Tourette's a lot as well. That has to be learned. But actually, naturally, we pick up on stuff all the time. Like I had another lad in my chair a while back called Kieran, and he's got quite severe Tourette's. And here they were like, "Oh, we must have learned that." He's just picked up on it over the years. It's like we all do. We pick up on information all the time without even realising.
But you swear now when you're not. When you're not.
I swear. Yeah.
I
I swear anyway.
Josh, you know when you first got Tourette's, you're 14 years, how was life adapting to finding out you had Tourette's and going from not having it to having it and everyday life going to school, I suppose?
It was quite dramatic. I missed a lot of school because I think they weren't 100% sure what was wrong with me. I didn't get diagnosed for quite a long time. Yeah. Well, I say a long time. They suspected Tourette's 6 weeks in.
Yeah.
I think in another interview I've said it was longer, but my dad actually corrected me and said it was a lot quicker. This is a long time ago.
Did the language start?
I think it was about 8 weeks. No,
8 weeks.
The vocals started with a few grunts and a bit of this and that, and then it started to go to, and then it started to swear.
Why is it swearing with Tourette's? Why ain't it other words?
Swearing is actually the copicalia part of Tourette's, which is what that's called, is one of them, not rarer, but it's the probably the least common one.
Okay.
Right, but everyone associates Tourette's with swearing.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually Tourette's is more like facial tics, and motor tics, which could be little noises like that, neck twitches, physical little movements and stuff like that. But the copicalia with the swearing is what everyone knows. Probably from people back in media over the years, like Pete from Big Brother, or that gent we were talking about before, back in the day.
Are you like driving?
I drive. We drive. You're allowed to drive legally.
The things you can't.
One of the things I jokingly say is I can't go cinema. and things like that, and actually like we talked about before, like funerals and weddings can be sometimes a bit
mate,
tough.
Please, when you get married, please can we come?
You can come to our wedding.
Honestly, we want to hear that wedding, your wedding speech.
Can you
come to our funeral? Don't go your wedding, you come to our funeral. Honestly, his wedding speech. So have you been best man? Been asked to be best man?
I'm not. No. So I'm a groomsman and an MC for a wedding coming up.
You're going to be in.
They've wanted me to introduce people.
You're going to film that?
Oh, 100%. We'll do the whole thing. Was it this year or next year? It's next year in France. But yeah, it's all to come. But yeah, no. With the social stuff, I'm just trying to make the most of this and spread it out to the thousands.
So when did you want to become an hairdresser? Was that when you at the end of school? Did you have to go to college? And how difficult was it to learn to be a hairdresser when you got Tourette's?
So I've had periods of time where my Tourette's hasn't been as bad.
Yeah.
So I've had periods of time for like 12 months where I haven't twitched a lot at all.
Yeah.
And compared to now, you probably couldn't imagine that. The brain is a weird place to be. Yeah, so I've had times where and you can ask a lot of people with Tourette's that they wax and wane. So they could have had a good couple of months and a really bad couple of months. Yeah. And I've had it before. I've been really intense for 6-7 months straight where I literally, as soon as my eyes open, I'm twitching. Yeah. But I've had months where I barely twitched and I've been able to get through the day quite easily.
Have you got it for life though?
People can grow out of it.
Yeah.
Which I think is almost shouldn't say it because it's like, how long's a piece of string? It could do, it could not. But there is medication, but there's no cure. There's other ways for people to help. Some people use lots of different ways and medications. And yeah, I haven't really found anything that really helps me yet. There's things that can mask it. Fuck you and your mum, bitch. But there's lots of different ways. but
I'm sorry.
no, mate, I prefer you do.
When I went on the Apprentice a few years ago, on Twitter, people would call me Bunny Rabbit Nose. And I didn't realise I do this.
You tweet, yeah.
Every now and then, like I go, and then when it come out on Twitter, my wife went, "Oh, you do that?" Yeah, and then my went, "You know what? I've never noticed, but you do do
I
it."
never noticed, and I'm going to look at you.
No,
I think there's a lot of things that we don't realise we do.
Yeah, like
There's a lot of things I don't think we realise. I think with tics and stuff, like to get diagnosed with Tourette's, I think there's like 2 or 3 checklists.
Yeah.
So it's not just as straightforward as like, oh, I do that, and but I think there's a lot of people we realise we've got tics. I meet people all the time who don't even realise they've got a tic. Like whether it's their eye goes a bit or their neck or whatever. A lot of people do have it without. It could be nervous. It could just be your nerves inside you. But going back to your question before, Razor, about being a barber.
Yeah.
I just had a complete change of career. I was actually an estate agent when I was about 20. Fuck, and I realised that wasn't for me. And I'm, no offence, I'm not.
How many houses? You sell many houses?
I think I sold one. I never got the commission.
yeah. What was it like showing people around houses though?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't be a liar. So if it was a bit of a and it needed a bit of doing up, I would say it as it is. I couldn't sell it, but
Yeah.
I'd say I'm a good salesman. I can sell myself, but I need someone to do the numbers. That's what it is.
So with the Tourette's, what you say is it things that you're thinking, or
No,
is it?
this is another misconception because I've recently had a new barber start with me,
Right.
and I kind of forgot that I'd have to reintroduce him to it because he's never been with someone with Tourette's. No, it's not often what I'm thinking. I can't say it's not because yes, of course it is in my brain. I treat it that I've got 2 separate minds. I've got like an alter ego of myself. One of them is my Tourette's, which I call Mohammed, and then Josh is me, right? But I'll be honest with you, over the years, it's been sometimes it's been really hard. Where it's like, you know, but at school it was really fun. Sometimes, you know, I had like a card to get out of everything because it was quite tough, and I was on lots of different medications to try and work it out. I was a bit up and down. My attention span was shocking. My general health was kind of a little bit all over the place mentally as well. Yeah. But then the hard stuff was like I said, racist things, which is something that obviously I'm not racist, but that's one of the hardest things that is quite hard to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying feel sorry for me, but I've said, I'm trying not to think about it too much now, just in case. But yeah, I'm trying not to say the N word, or I've even said like racial things towards like Asian people, and I've been in some really some really sticky situations in that respect, trying to make people understand.
Must be difficult, mustn't it? Yeah.
Well, imagine walking around some areas of London on your own at night, and which I don't do as much now because I've just got to the point where I'm like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But I went to a Christmas do up in Chelsea, and I didn't realise that day was when Chelsea were playing. I kept shouting at the police because they were standing there with their meat wagons and that, and I keep shouting pigs or bacon or whatever. I keep going.
Have you been
sizzling
nicked?
bacon.
Have you been nicked?
I've never been officially nicked. No. I've been put in the back of a car once or twice, but like. I do have a card that says I have Tourette's officially.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
with ID on, yeah. You have
to have that.
You kind of have to. And that's something. If anyone with Tourette's out there is watching, you should go out and do that because it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, of course.
But
you're an inspiration for people out there that have Tourette's. So what you've done and got your lovely business, lovely shop here, mate, isn't it?
Blinding.
What you've got here, so you are an inspiration.
No, I really do appreciate that. But that's what I want to show. I want to show that
you can get
not everyone will be with Tourette's will be able to go and cut hair, but there is a job. There's got to be something out there for you.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Look, listen, you've got a massive following, yeah? And there'll be people out there who probably may have Tourette's who think, I'm scared to do this. Yeah. You're in the public eye, you know, and you've done that. You're people are going to follow you and they love you. You're an inspiration, basically.
No,
you know what I mean? Well done.
Appreciate
that.
There'll be lots of like kids out there who wouldn't want to go out their house.
Yeah,
which, I mean, wouldn't want to go out, and you know, there'd be and even their friends would be embarrassed to go out with them.
Well, I didn't realise a lot. Some people, because with Tourette's, some people can suppress it. I've never been able to work that out personally. But fuck you, hiya, David Seaman. So that's become a real problem for me, David. We need to get him in it.
David Seaman. He cut his hair.
That's been a twitch for me for about 6 weeks.
Yeah. David Seaman. Where's he go?
Fuck. I have absolutely no idea. I actually reckon I might have watched the Bex documentary, and he might have been on it for a smidgen. And I'm pretty sure my cousin was obsessed with him as a child. And then there's things like I pick up on catchphrases and that, which obviously then is funny because then it sometimes falls into funny moments and timing. Like a couple of my boys who've known me for 12 years, 13 years, they are the worst with trying to keep a straight face. but it's because they love the timing of it. Some of them sometimes forget, they think I'm trying to be funny. I think I'm quite funny in general, but my Tourette's is unbelievable. The timing and the understanding.
Is it?
Yeah.
Tremendous.
Yeah, I just want people to, I wasn't intending to do this when I first posted. It was actually my missus Lucy. She works in social media marketing. She was like, Josh, you go to work every day cutting hair with Tourette's. She went, you might as well film it and see how we go. And it's just kind of snowballed from there.
How did you start that first video? What happened?
It was weird. So I had like a profile for the shop, H&Co Barbers, and then my missus said to me, why don't you start filming it? Because she does a bit of social media and marketing within fashion. So she said, like, why don't you just start filming and see how we go? As you can tell, I think the first video was Little Harry, and there's no mics, there's no lighting, there's no nothing. And it just did really, really well. I think we did it on Instagram at first, and then went to TikTok, and then it just started to evolve from there, really.
So we are in a barber shop, hairdressers, H&Co in Goffs Oak.
Goffs Oak,
What's
yeah,
a gap?
Hertfordshire.
I need a beard trim. Any danger?
We can sort you out. I can make you look pretty.
Let's get him in the chair.
Perfect. Let me put that on there.
1.5, please.
1.5 all over the beard,
Yes.
nice and tidied up underneath.
Yeah, not
Do you
too-
like it feathered? You don't like it too blunt?
Double chin.
I'd say about here,
That's
and
it,
I'll
brother.
flick it out a little bit just so it's a little bit tidier. I'm going straight in with a 1.5 guard, all right? Take it a little bit shorter, tidy it up. See, I'm used to fuck you. Yeah, very used. I don't do too many beard trims and film it, but as we've got Razor in today, we're going to give him a nice little beard trim.
Do people mind having themselves filmed when they're getting their hair cut?
Do you know, when I started to blow up, some of my regulars who didn't mind being filmed were a bit like, actually, I'd rather you don't now. Because then they were like, okay, so it's thousands of people see it now.
Yeah.
Especially when we started to get like millions of views. Like, I think our most viewed video is like 30 million views. So it was like, people started to get a bit like, oh, I don't want to be on that.
Cool.
But, you know, no, most people really don't mind. Some people, I've had some people even ask to be on TikTok and all that.
Do you charge them more to go on the video?
No,
Just
I don't
like-
charge. To us, that's a big question I get asked. I have not changed my pricing since this is all blown up.
Do you film it all on an iPhone then?
I do, mate, yeah. I am thinking about upgrading a little bit. What do you do? Do you do all your stuff on iPhone as well?
Just one of my pals, either Cole or one of the boys and that, before we go work, sit in the cafe, just go on, and then...
See, because obviously for you, you're doing it every day, aren't you?
Not but most days.
Trying
yeah.
to. See, that's because for me, you know, we get like a good hour's worth of footage, and it has to be whittled down to 2 minutes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it obviously is. Well, fuck you and your mum and your dog. When you get going, it does take quite a while because obviously, if some of it's too rude, you've got to edit that out.
My first job was in a barber shop.
Was it? What, sweeping up on a Saturday?
On Main Road in Romford. It was called Just Gents, and it was by an Irish geezer called Aidan, and he'd learnt to cut hair in prison. And when he come out of prison, he opened up a shop and he become mates with my dad. And he's given me my job when I was about 13.
I'm still very new to it. I keep saying to myself, like this year, I want to get a few people in the chair, like big profile people, just to get that ball rolling.
You got one. You got the.
well, this is it.
Now. You got the.
That's it.
Now,
I've got the Donny to start off with.
You're going to retire now.
But no, so I'd like to start podcasting. I'd love to get Lewis Capaldi in the chair. He's someone I'd like to talk to.
He's got Tourette's as well, hasn't he?
He's got Tourette's as well. That's kind of why, because I think I've got some other big people with Tourette's from online. Like I met up with a guy called Uncle Tix. He's a New Zealand guy. He's quite massive on social media. So do you prefer when people call you Razor or do you mind Neil?
Razor.
The baby.
I don't bother. When Neil's on his trouble.
Right.
If people say Neil, I say not guilty, Your Honour.
One little last bit just to tidy you up and then you're good to go.
Different class.
You do look tidy, mate. That was needed.
It was needed. I was getting a bit rough around the edges.
Perfect.
Look at that.
You've done the job, mate. Right, he's done a good job, mate.
Looking well tonight. Josh, well done.
Like a new man.
Thank you very much.
Let me take
Josh,
this off
you're
you,
a
sweetheart.
superstar.
Josh, honestly, thank you for having us.
No, don't be
really
silly.
enjoyed it.
Don't be silly.
Good inspiration. Keep doing the videos, mate. And
Thank
they're
you,
good.
son.
And they're good.
Well done, Leon,
And they're
mate.
good.
God bless you. Lovely meeting you, mate. Inspiration to
Tom,
millions.
I think it's your go now, mate.
Come on in, I'll get
Razor, you're out.
Get that razor out. Get that razor out.
Yeah, I've done Razor. Ha! Now I've got Bosch.
Bosh! There's plenty more of us. There's some ups, there's some downs, but there's always going to be laughing. And we're going to talk about some serious issues. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all that nonsense. We'll see you again soon. A Bosh!